Welcome to Starfield! Last episode was wild, so let's see how this one goes.
When someone insults you, you want to just beat the
Yo!
sometimes, but you don't.
Okay.
Well, what I was thinking, but
Is this gonna be another
a great example.
5 minutes of
The man
info
in the
dump?
story was cruel. Do you know why he was cruel? You must feel what he feels, understand his pain, accept it, and deliver it not back upon him.
Okay, now we're being too positive.
You mean empathy? But you say it like it's easy.
We are not
Anyone
after
can-
empathy, we're after unity.
Love a terrible person who has been terrible to them.
Of course you can. You're stupid for doing it,
Isn't the
but
cycle of
you
humanity
can.
Peace and war, back and forth, like forever. Seems kind of pointless to try so hard for something.
Oh,
that
come
won't
on, I was trying so hard to come in a good mood.
It's not easy, no,
Oh, no, it's not easy.
because you see,
I guess my descent into madness is just going to continue.
God has given us the intelligence,
I'll try. Let's
the
breathe.
ingenuity to reach into the stars, to travel his path, to truly find him.
By the way, no, I cannot interrupt the guy. Keeper Aquilus, I
Is
can't.
through unity.
Unity, at least we're finally speaking about unity.
Yes. Unity. Well, I'm sure you all have other things to do.
Yes, yes!
Thank you for taking the time to stop and talk with me.
Yeah, let's have all those bros just leave, cause they're just in my way. Hi.
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents?
No.
Still struggling with
No.
the azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to
Mateo,
adjust the pH
please.
levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh, thank God.
Well, what's on both your minds?
Unity, but this is all on Mateo.
Keeper, we were hoping to talk to you about unity.
You want to subject your friend here to one of our talks, Mateo? The future of humanity is always a long discussion.
No, that's not exactly what I meant. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps you should talk about this inside.
How about we cut to inside? Sarah! Why are you sprinting like
Now that
that?
we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
Weren't you just speaking about unity outside? Why do we have to be in
Lost
private?
people, Keeper.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And these Starborn, I take it they're different from the people of the settled systems? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe, beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here. I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more.
The audio editor left every single breathing the voice actor did. I don't know if you'll notice, but I did.
And the enigmatic cult of the Varun. And he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave?
Why would that point to a grave?
I agree. I think you need to talk to them about this unity pilgrim. And clearly, not just in a theological sense, as I have.
Sure, I'll do it. Anything that'll keep your breathing away from my headphones.
Helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. Varun worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully, she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the keeper.
Good for you, Mateo. I'ma
wouldn't mind asking him
leave.
a few
Let's
more
investigate and shut up and let's see what Unity's all about then. However, let's get Sam's belongings. Really? Not even a weapon? Not even a weapon. That's disappointing as hell. And let's start improving that.
Welcome to the House of Enlightenment. If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can.
Nope.
Oh, we're not.
Nope.
Sorry. Can I help you?
I hope so. Unity.
Did Keeper Aquilus send you? Oh boy.
Interesting. It appears we've struck a nerve.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing.
Out with it then. Let's go.
A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter.
Seems
So
like
they
the
think
setup
he's
for a
charity
joke.
case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of two that.
Okay, any hidden meaning
It's
or...
part of our core principles. There's no God pushing us to do good for some eternal reward. We have to help each other because we choose to. If no one takes responsibility for making the settled systems better, then we're just leaving it to the tyrants to bully the rest of us.
Yeah, I get that part, but a
Honestly,
hidden meaning?
I think
None?
the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again.
So that was useless. Okay.
Always happy to help.
You didn't.
If you'll excuse me, I've got
I-
8 efforts to coordinate.
Be excused then. Let's see the Varun
A
one.
visitor? I have all the company I need.
Oh, that sounds so sad.
Jokes.
It wasn't
You
though.
come to hear about Varun. Like the guards. Like the keeper.
I don't think it was a joke. It was an attempt at some genuine sympathy.
The great serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more. No less.
Unity.
Anything you could tell us would be tremendously helpful.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the great serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the great serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all.
That doesn't explain anything.
I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless.
Okay, so you love a Shinigami.
Strength and conviction show your worthiness to the Great Serpent. The kill is not as important as showing there is no doubt. I grow tired of speaking. Leave me.
I grow tired of speaking. Okay.
Well, you're back.
That wasn't helpful either.
What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories?
I don't think so. For fights?
If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates.
It also sounds awfully like
else would you
420, with a 1 in between. And the other thing is just second.
Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system.
What?
Was there anything else?
How does this relate? Infinitum addendum.
What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb.
Don't.
Well, that's certainly how I feel.
Do not. Oh, you did it.
Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum. At 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place.
That makes no fucking
Maybe you'll find the
sense.
true meaning of unity.
No.
You go.
No, I refuse to believe that this is a AAA game.
Perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophy
Oh
with
my.
you on this
Oh
journey.
my.
I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was,
What?
what interpretation would you give it?
I'm sorry, I'm a bit distracted,
And
so
once
just
you
a
know,
word.
What will you do? Even the most objective scientist holds the belief that observation itself will be of benefit to humanity. You will be taking a similar part of yourself with you when you find the answer. Will that not color your perception of it?
How was that the
When
puzzle?
one is lost, looking inward can help show the way.
What is this? What is this game?
So you're committed to keeping yourself from seeing unity as anything other than a rational objective.
Which is the one thing you don't have?
Bound to reach.
Rationality.
We're following standard scientific-based protocols.
Are we though?
Constellation's been
Well,
doing
he isn't.
and the results.
The writers aren't.
Well, I won't keep you any longer.
Thank you,
This
thank
has
you.
been fun,
Has it though?
I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
At least. What in the name of Franz Kafka is this?
Whoever lived at this homestead
Let's just
seemed to have
explore
settled in for the long haul.
The Pilgrim's Rest and see what we can find. Oh no. Nope. You guys can read it up all that you want. I've had enough unity, so I'll be leaving it for a couple seconds. Well, it is okay lore. It's just I'm just not in the mood to spend as much time reading as the game thinks every NPC should have screen time. That's the nicest way I can put it. A quiz, let's see. If you came seeking the right answers, you'll know what to ask. What is unity? If you read my writings, what is the burden of people? Madness? And who's your most formidable opponent? Myself. Enduring contentment? You want me to say compassion, right? Oh, it's so basic. Okay, never mind. Okay, more writing. Feel free to pause. Because I'm not doing that. Ooh, credits! Okay, at least something's going my way. And the magazine, we are good. Now, to Hyla. Okay, none of these aggro, so that's quite nice. And what is that? That's not a temple. Scorpion Sting. Well, you just gotta put the light into the last star of the constellation and it'll tell you to go to the last star of Scorpion's constellation.
It can't be. You found me. I knew I made the right choice in letting you go.
What do you mean?
Oh, please. Did you think I couldn't have found you again? Extinguished that little spark of competition for the artifacts before it grew stronger. I wanted to see what you would do. And I haven't been disappointed.
I'm just trying to understand Unity.
Now it's all starting to make sense.
Nothing has made sense.
You should come aboard. There's another Starborn here who is very interested in meeting you.
You just tried to kill
I
me.
can speak for myself.
Oh great, now he has a buddy.
Constellation ship, you weren't invited to this meeting, but much of our conversation has been about you. It's only fitting you should join us. I will personally guarantee your safety as long as you come in peace.
And think of it as a ceasefire meeting. Your one shot at getting those answers you must desperately want.
You know what? Just kill me. I'll go. If it's an ambush, it's fine. We'll see the credits roll and it's okay. Okay, into the wolf's den. Still saving the skill points. I don't know what I want to spend them in. Hasn't been an issue yet, so we'll see.
We're locked in.
Thank you, Sarah, for a generic observation. Damn, they really spent all the budget on reverb, huh?
Emissary, perhaps, and their ship, the Helix.
Was that?
I believe they ambushed you above Neon and demanded that artifact you worked so hard to gain.
Did the dude introduce himself?
Thank you for
I
the
had
stellar
no
introduction.
memory of that.
Your success is unprecedented. Before you came, we were just discussing how continued use of force against you is unwise.
I agree, thank you. Why do it
Yes,
in the first
we
place,
did.
though? Yes?
We are not a monolithic people. The Starborn are individuals. Some are united in cause. Others are in it for themselves.
We're all in it for ourselves. Some of us are just more honest. The emissary threatened your ship, demanded you hand over your artifact. How is that so different from what I did?
No, not
We
really.
needed to warn you off. Every encounter with one of our kind could spell disaster.
For whom, exactly? I say whoever can collect them should.
Doesn't justify anything.
And who gets to say that? You? Me? The emissary? I have debated morality for near infinity, and all I have found are groups of people enforcing their will on others. Rules and laws spoken as principles, but backed by arms and violence.
You guys attacked me out of nowhere.
We have more to discuss. The Unity. You are on the path to it. It is a place, a gateway. It is where we were reborn.
So,
What the f?
I gotta say, this part is more awkward than I thought. Hiding my face was way easier.
So you were dead? Now you're trying
I'm
to
not
kill
who you
me?
think I am. This universe is only the first one you've been to.
Oh, we're doing many worlds, huh?
Where I came from, I was the one who stayed at the launch to protect the artifacts.
Bullshit.
You died on board the Eye.
Great, now I know that whoever dies becomes the emissary, and it wasn't Sam being scripted for it.
Artifacts.
Just some mechanic I don't know about. Ain't no way.
Universe.
Cause I could have ignored the
Doorway to
guy.
an infinite number of others. That is the unity. When I stepped into it, I became a Starborn.
Okay, New Game Plus, I get it. I get it.
Yours.
How about the powers, the temples?
They're all connected.
That doesn't explain anything, man.
I have to. This is bigger than all of us. All the artifacts are needed to complete the armillary and open the way to the unity. In every universe, the Starborn fight over them. Innocent people die. You've witnessed the power granted by the temples. The anarchy that can be unleashed.
Okay, enough with the
Someone has to
face.
decide
At least take
who
off
should get them.
the astronaut suit. The helmet.
Tells you only the worthy should enter heaven.
Yeah, he's a bit of an
You're
ass.
twisting what I mean.
They're hypocrites. They use the chaos caused by the hunt for the artifacts to establish an order where they decide who's worthy. I attacked your lodge because I wanted the artifacts, and you held me off. You got away. That wasn't some morality play. You didn't survive because of righteousness. You won because of persistence, luck, and skill. As I have done countless times.
I was also human once.
Who are you?
But what does it matter who or what I was when eternity is within your grasp?
Oh, it's Keeper Aquilus. From another multiverse.
My other self
Yeah,
wants
sorry, I
you
spent
to
like
walk the path
10
he
minutes
walks,
spacing off when you were
Give
boring
up
me.
to appreciate
Sorry I
the
didn't
universe
recognize you.
have. Easy for a person who's seen everything, done everything. I think you should see it for yourself. You've never come this far. Not in all the universes I've seen. The path to the unity is opening to you.
You're going to tip the scales one way or another.
At least you know, you sound cooler like that.
Sides.
Well, both of you kinda suck. The emissary even worse.
With artifacts comes Starborn searching for them, fighting over them. I want a truce. Between all three of us, I will give you some time to think over which approach to the unity is the one you want. Mine or the Hunters.
Yes, let's see how willing you are to live under someone else's rules. Just remember, one of us isn't trying to judge you.
You were just trying to kill me. Now you're not trying to judge me.
Unity is meant for whomever can get there. Don't fall for that talk of worthiness.
I was trying and you shot
See what would happen,
me.
of course. You might not understand just how many times I've done this. Usually, you're the one who ends up dead, and whoever cries over your body goes on to become the emissary. Sometimes I manage to get you all bunched up and take care of the problem in one go. Sometimes the emissary has gotten to me first, and I never arrive. Hundreds and hundreds of variations of me, hacking through Constellation. And it's almost never you. You making it to your ship on your own. It's new. I took it as a sign. I don't get many of those anymore.
You guys were meeting because of me?
No, we always end up having this meeting at this time.
Okay, so many worlds without major variants? Okay. But that makes no sense, so what? Maybe you shit on a Tuesday, then in another on a Wednesday, but oh no, someone's gotta die from Constellation for it to matter?
Perhaps I just like meeting the emissary to gloat.
Nope, this is stupid. So no universes where there's no artifacts or the Earth's fine, just
Maybe you're
this.
Die roll. Or maybe the Unity is finally responding to all my hard work.
Worst
I know
multiverse
that
I've
seen
seen
people with universes.
ever.
It's good to see you again, old friend.
Oh, shut up, Sam.
When all the artifacts are assembled, the device they create is called the Armillary. In many ways, it's a model of the multiverse itself. Through it, you can reach the Unity. And from there, you can become Starborn.
Yeah. I got it the first time. I spoke to both of you. Just give me my thingies completed and I'll leave.
Before you leave,
Of course there's more.
I want to give you something.
Oh, this
Way to
game.
another artifact.
This is a visual novel. Oh, but you can craft. You can make outposts. They suck. And are extremely boring.
Secrets there. You must discover for yourself. Here. To open the way.
Sure, I'll go to the solar system.
That is all I ask. I hope you see what I have seen. You should also talk to your colleagues in Constellation.
But have I seen... No, wait.
More information on the remaining
But have I not seen what you have seen? Because you've not seen what I've seen.
About what you have learned.
Actually, you've not heard what I heard.
But I will leave that to you.
Why are you giving me ungodly amounts of lube? No! What's going on? Time to go to the moon and find out what happened. Which, for sure, it's gonna be humans messed up and then they dipped. You can see it coming from a mile away. So let's see how bad we did. Even doors take forever. Come on. Okay. I know it's my mood. Now let's try and find some info. I can't even grab a cool jacket. Voltaire. Okay, supercomputer, Project Prism. And sync your watches, because nothing else
Look at the
says
state of this facility.
much.
I wonder why this place was abandoned in such haste.
Yes, Sarah, don't we all?
Project log, Principal Engineer Langshu. I admit, this is not the most disciplined team I've ever run. Malcolm keeps stealing computational time on Voltaire and thinks I don't know this. And Sabina's been distracted lately, but won't tell anyone why. I really should demand answers from both of them. But honestly, I'm too preoccupied with this contract. We all are. Despite anything going on in our personal lives, there's something special about what we're building here.
You ever get jealous? You know, the crew in the shipyard? Building the actual vessels that are gonna travel the stars?
We're literally on a base on the moon.
Oh, come on, Sabina. I'm trying to share my dreams here.
Well, your dreams are always out there and never here where the rest of us live. Can't you just be happy doing your job?
Where's the fun in that? Okay, confession time. Being single on a moon base is the worst. I only get like an hour to use the communication link to Earth every couple of days. And let me tell you, there's long distance dating, and then there's like long distance dating, you know? Oh, hey there, I'm a scientist, deadly employed, willing to take you out for coffee in like 6 months when I'm back from space. It's not a great opening line.
You seriously can't get a date? You're an astronaut.
Hey, no one asked you.
Sure, let's get the lore dump out of order. Gains. Pain.
Voltaire really is something else. A supercomputer so powerful they put it on the damn moon to keep it cool. Although by that logic they should be running it purely in the vacuum of space. But hey, good marketing material. I've been spending some off hours running some dumb simulations just because I can. My favorite so far is simulating the sound of every duck on Earth quacking after receiving a piece of bread. You didn't know you wanted a real-time sim of feeding all the ducks, but now you have it. You're welcome, humanity.
When I accepted the assignment up here, we were told to bring a couple of personal items. Some psychological studies said it helped when you're away from Earth this long. I brought my grandmother's old abacus. I would play with it on her lap and she'd teach me the Russian for all the numbers. She, just got word that she passed. The next shuttle isn't for 3 months, so I won't be able to go to the funeral. Goodbye, Babushka. Thank you for teaching me math. It brought me to the moon.
Nova Galactic Project Log, Principal Engineer Lang Shu. Voltaire is being reconfigured for this new initiative. The math we're being asked to crunch is ambitious, even for a supercomputer. We might as well be asking it to count every grain of sand in every desert on Earth. Who came up with these original equations? Our partner isn't being very open about it. Every question I have goes through some discretionary channel. I'm surprised we even know we're working on a ship.
Wow, all I got was audio logs.
Engine spin-up time almost complete. Total time 5 minutes 22 seconds. Right on schedule.
How are the helium-3 valves holding, Nova?
We double-checked the leakage concerns this morning before the launch. All signs green.
Any changes to the calculation sequence from Voltaire?
No changes since we uploaded the last figures yesterday. It's a clean shot from here to Jupiter.
One day the computer will be on board the
Amazing to
spaceship.
think that we're standing on the same planetary body where humankind first ventured into space.
5, 4, 3,
We've come a long way since then.
1.
Not even good loot, man. Sure, keep it going.
Are you reading?
Are you reading? No, we're listening.
The ship should be cruising Jupiter's orbit right now. Visual confirmation will be possible in 32 minutes. Afraid the speed of light is on the slow side these days.
How does it feel to break the laws of physics, Canaveral?
We're all pretty excited down here in NASA, I won't lie.
Excited enough to tell me where you got the original data?
Not in a million years, Nova.
Okay, finally, a breakthrough. At least it's not the scientists complaining about dating. Heck, even my compassion for the other one's grandma. I mean, I like my grandma. Don't care about that NPCs.
Unless I'm mistaken.
Oh, I'm being so mean.
Launch towers used during the evacuation of the Earth.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. I would have never have deduced that an empty, barren planet that was filled with life and still has a spaceship would ever hint at that. And a starborn ship. Well, it's probably just our buddies. I hope. Cause we are severely underleveled. And I'm not even using the skill points at all. Just done some quality of life with lockpicking and...
The system seems to be completely offline.
Wait.
We should search for a way to
carry
restore
weight.
the power and get it back into operation.
Thank you, Sarah. It's what I've been doing before, but apparently we've only now found the elevator. So what was the first one? Bro, I'm just going to pretend that it's something that also powers this one. And why am I finding so many of those batteries? Power cells. Okay, anyways, elevator. Let's go. Into another lore dump, but at least this one is... Well, it might be interesting.
This looks like it was some type of crew preparation area.
Yes, Sarah, it does. I know, I have eyes.
It's
Okay.
definitely seen better days.
I can also see that. Launch procedures.
Station log.
Wait.
Dr. Judith Tatienne. The recent delivery from Mars is unsettling. I was expecting rock samples or maybe fossils of microbial life. Instead, Dr. Victor Isa comes with 2 members of the military. Everything they brought back is under wraps. What could a theoretical physicist need with a sample from Mars?
That's Curie's voice actor from Fallout 4.
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatienne. I've been trying to cozy up to Dr. Isa, Victor, to see what is going on. His team has completely commandeered one of the labs with those two military handrails, checking who comes in and out. I joked that maybe he found a little gray man and was doing an autopsy, and he grew very pale. 2 days later, he sends me a request asking for more information on my background in materials science, metallurgical engineering. Oh, we have a meeting tomorrow. I think I'm being invited into the lab. Station log. Dr. Judith Etienne. I have never been so nervous since I defended my dissertation. 4 hours talking to Victor and his team about theoretical metals, atomic bonding, even a half-hour divergence into magnetism that I'm pretty sure was to throw me off the trail of what we were actually talking about. Then I got to see the lab. I don't know how much I should say, but the periodic table just got thrown out the window.
Okay. A lot of talking. And even more mystery. I'm getting the theme. Somehow, the audio logs are less boring than Sarah wanting to talk to me every 5 minutes, and for 5 minutes for nothing. And by Sarah, I mean every single companion. By 2050, it was predicted the destruction of our beloved Earth. I believe you. Toy rocket. With a sound effect, okay. Another Fallout reference. Cool design, I guess. Can I get the thingy? Oh, that's so much better than what I have. Let's equip it. Okay, what else? I'm going to ignore the ones that are factual. Real world, I mean.
I just don't understand where these calculations came from.
There's something wrong with the math? I think it's quite straightforward.
That's not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object. No explanation for the gravitational effects. No motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies. I can't even establish a melting point.
Judith.
But you've had me building these prototype colliders for months. And now you want me to pump helium-3 into it based on this equation you've written on a goddamn napkin?
I just need you to trust me.
I have been trusting you. We keep slamming our heads against a brick wall, getting nothing. And you keep coming up with something new to try. Like, you know what's going to happen. Where are you getting your information, Victor?
I'm sorry, Judith. Look, not here, okay? Somewhere off base. I'll tell you everything. But I'm not lying, okay? We're going to discover something important here. I promise.
They were clearly testing
Not
space
here.
habitat viability in this area. It seems as if they knew the inevitable was on the horizon.
Sarah, we have eyes, okay? Show, don't tell. I can try to forgive the exploration being as boring as No Man's Sky, but at the end of the day, you're still going to be compared to Skyrim and the Fallouts, including New Vegas.
Project Log. Dr. Victor Isa. We turned on the prototype today. The gravitational field around it began to fold as we long suspected. Complete reversal of gravitational pull was observed on dozens of loose objects around the lab. I'm setting up a meeting with the directors to propose a larger test. The prototype proves we don't need the original anymore, but further work is going to have to take place in space. Somewhere with abundant helium-3 and with a civilian partner. Someone with access to large-scale manufacturing resources and computational equipment. Engineering gravitational folds pulling the far side of the solar system closer to us, it's all going to be possible.
Project log. Dr. Judith Etienne. I watched the gravjet tests from the moon today. It was the first time we were able to talk to the team at Nova Galactic directly. So many things were under wraps before, but now everyone wants all the publicity they can get. I'm already seeing proposals for manufacturing androids of drives, expeditions to Alpha Centauri and beyond. It's also overwhelming and worrying. It could take years. decades before we know what all these side effects of operating a grav drive can be. But no one wants to hear that right now. Like a bunch of pioneers racing towards the edges of the frontier without knowing about the grizzly bears in the mountains.
Surprise, surprise. Our ancestors messed up. Ooh, Nazalab uniform, yes please. Is that credits? Oh, a key. Okay.
I never actually got to visit your labs back when we were working on the grav drive projects.
Seems like ancient history now. Only thing we're doing these days is launching weather satellites.
Guess this is as good a retirement as any. Now, Project Demeter, you want our help manufacturing scanners to better track these new meteorological patterns we're seeing.
Our guess is that the poles might be naturally shifting, causing some gravitational fluctuations that are throwing off our old models.
Why do you need the scanning tolerances to be so small? What are you trying to find?
I just want to be sure. It's not like we're doing much these days anyway. The glory days are over. Why not give ourselves a challenge before they write us off in the history books?
The data coming back from these satellites is very clear. It's the grav drives.
All those jumps from the moon. At this rate, Earth's atmosphere is going to start sputtering out into space.
Kunda Drives, my name is Dr. Victor Isa. And if you're listening to this, then you probably already know the truth. I was young when I first headed the retrieval team of an odd gravitational anomaly on Mars. But I kept what really happened that day hidden from everyone except one other person. Even she didn't believe me at first. But I have no reason to lie to anyone now, so I hope you'll accept this confession, whoever you are. When I touched the anomaly, I experienced 12 days of lost time. I met myself. He told me everything that has since come true. The grav drive equations, the tests on the moon, Earth's atmosphere sputtering away because of what we had done. But he also told me about a city thriving on a planet orbiting a distant star. Human culture, art, music, lifestyles evolving and shining brightly across all of space. What price would I be willing to pay for that future? Maybe you don't believe me. Maybe Judith was right and I'm just a coward who wants to believe his mistakes were justified. But everyone has forgotten about the real origins of the grav drive, this artifact from Mars. I hope you make better use of it than I did.
Oh my god. The grav drives destroyed Earth.
Of course they
At
did.
the core of the first drive, an artifact.
Of course it was. What else? I mean, they were obviously trying to set up something, so...
We've arrived on the surface of Earth. We need to discuss what you found.
And it looks like other Starborn got here before us.
Oh no, oh no!
You might have company.
Oh, they'll annihilate me. No, I have to run. Still. So they found one artifact and used it. How does that explain the other ones? That doesn't seem like it was from the catastrophe. Okay, guess there is still stuff for me to understand. Now let's see what these two want.
Do you understand now why I asked you to come here?
You could have told
The
me.
artifacts unlocked the secret of interstellar travel. At the cost of Earth.
Yes, I can see
Easy
it.
trade, honestly.
No.
One world, when you can have all the settled systems.
You know what? Looking at past games, I'll take one world.
Assuming we weren't going to lose it anyway. War, disease, famine.
Yeah, but total nuclear annihilation was presented better.
Don't you see? The power of the artifact forced humanity to the stars. They didn't get to make a choice. How many would have chosen Earth? What gave Victor Isa the right to choose for them?
You see the hypocrisy in what the emissary is saying, right? They don't want to rob people of their free will, but then they steal the artifacts for themselves.
In the wrong hands, the power of the artifacts can make anyone a tyrant. That is why we watch over them. The only thing you're watching out for is yourself.
Okay, both of you, shut up.
Don't be a fool. The emissary and I may have our differences, but you do not want to give us a common enemy.
You're right on that one, buddy. Okay, let's not go on our own.
We can collect the final pieces together.
Well, you suck more, so Hunter.
Yes, I also like picking winners.
Chill, you're not all that.
You two have made your choice. The usual place.
The buried temple. Oh yes, we'll be there.
I'm sorry it's come to this.
So am I.
You and I better have a chat. Talk through the next steps. I have a little favor I want to ask you too.
Okay.
Besides, there's no point going to the buried temple until all the other artifacts have been gathered. Your friends in Constellation should be able to help you there. They always seem to have a knack for finding the stragglers.
Just tell me what you were going to ask.
Keeper Aquilus, my illustrious counterpart. He's a loose end that needs tying.
No, I don't understand how
First,
he is.
he led you to my meeting with the emissary. Now, that's turned out well for me, but it's hardly good to have someone who knows your secrets hanging around. Second, I don't like him. You'll understand once you've been through a few times. Other versions of yourself have a habit of being distasteful.
I mean, I'll do it, but I don't follow.
This moment. It's not every day you get to send an assassin after yourself. Good luck.
I'm surrounded by weirdos. Okay, man. Anyways.
I can't think of a better place to recharge and ready ourselves for our next mission.
Yes, Sarah, we need to do that.
I've been
Glimpses
talking with
one.
the others, and I'd like to get everyone together to say goodbye. You know, to Sam.
That's a nice touch.
Thank you. It wouldn't be the same without you there. I'll have everything set up in a few days.
You could probably have guessed by my tone
Mateo
that
told us about your
seems
pupils,
like an
Forge.
excuse for
You found it, didn't you?
more
The meaning
dialogue.
of unity.
The meaning of unity is multiverses.
Say that again. Multiple universes?
A very
You can't
specific
possibly
take
mean
on many
what
worlds, to be exact.
Let's take a step back. This is everything we've been building towards, and the implications are a lot to take in. Could you explain the part about multiple universes one more time for everyone?
Yes, I wouldn't mind a little more detail.
I met a Sam who lived and I died.
That's why the Starborn want the artifacts so
I
desperately.
guess. And he's
They're
trying to
keys
kill us.
to unlock
Kinda,
infinite.
not really.
I don't even want to think about the physiological changes you'd need to travel between universes.
Plus what it would do to the mind? Enlightenment? Or oblivion? Like the Hunter.
You have the opportunity to reach the closest thing to your god that might exist. And you're second-guessing it?
One doesn't approach the afterlife without some trepidation.
Oh, no way we're gonna give up now.
You're right. We have to see the unity for ourselves.
For
I know
myself.
this has been a lot.
You're
for
not
everyone to
coming,
take in,
Mateo.
But we finally have answers. Let's make the best of them.
Not to make a sharp turn in a grand tale, but I got the eye fixed up. Bruised, but still blinking. Let me know when you're ready to follow up on what it's seen.
Just keep going.
The last glimpses from the eye are from the farthest fringes of known space. Could be the only remaining pieces outside the hands of the Starborn.
Thank you.
Catch a smile out there.
Not as good as a catchphrase as you think it is. Okay, need to improve the ship. Well, how about we go to some temples, get more powers, and I improve my carry weight. Now, don't mind me if I'm just going to condense walking into a very generic planet or moon, only to fight one enemy and do it like, I don't know, 5 times, something like it. Anyways, you still watching? Really? You are? Just tell me how it's going. Let me know if there's an indie horror game you'd like to see me play from itch.io. Or hey, maybe a specific Fallout challenge? Even though I have a lot of ideas written down. But those videos take a long time to make and I do not do this full time, so it is what it is, but a good idea will always get priority. And oh, I shouldn't say good, it's just whatever tickles my fancy. Now that's honesty, and truly that's the best I can do. I'm just some guy, you know. Oh, we can flirt with Sarah.
I don't know if I deserve to be that close to anyone right now. If you knew about the things that I've done, the way my life's unfolded, I think your opinion of me might change. Please, give me some time. I have to go.
She's not going anywhere, but we have a lot more temples. No, there was like 3 that we couldn't get to, so I had to manually get there. I couldn't use the key for it to show on the map and act like a fast travel. However, I could just fast travel if I found where the planet or the moon was and in which settled system. So it was not because of fuel or anything. And remember the bounty we had?
I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk.
Well, being the main protagonist means you're gonna have a hidden quest. Well, not hidden, just get a bounty, you'll get the quest. Once you get caught.
See what we're working with here.
It's a 500 credits bounty.
Background in cyber running. Perfect. Information gathering is one of our top priorities around here. I also see that you've mined on Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy. Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my crosshairs.
Don't. You have no hair. Don't just make a pun.
Good.
The writing's been subpar.
And I'd hate to discover that your file is incomplete. Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC SysDev. Are you familiar with what we do?
Haven't had a 5-minute rant on it. No. Guess I'll have it now.
Big picture stuff. We deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet. That convict is where you enter the picture.
So I'll say yes and then ignore you. How's that?
Not yet, anyway. We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down.
Can't you just give up?
That's where you and I differ.
Yeah.
As a citizen of the United Colonies, I accept my responsibilities. You, on the other hand, clearly couldn't give a damn. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDev, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine.
Being the main protagonist is so hard.
Of course you have a choice. It's just stacked in my favor. So, what do you say? You going to work with me, or should I find someone else?
No, I can lie.
Smart choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
Fine, I'll follow you.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Ah, there you are. Excellent. Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home. This is the operations center of the...
Just give me the marker. Go on.
Which is precise. We need the catch is that...
Let's persuade.
Good. Our intelligence, she works...
Wait, where's the persuasion?
That's classified.
What?
Suffice to...
That made no sense.
Aurora is a classic. Get caught with
Okay, he's gonna give me some...
You better hope so.
Okay, so he took the loot I stole. And he's gonna give me stolen, well, forbidden loot
as an undercover
for me to plant.
That's what
Bro, I'm just going to ignore you.
Now.
So, what are you gonna do? You just...
Dismissed.
Are you gonna take the Aurora for me?
All right.
Once I get captured again.
If you find any record,
Lieutenant, I do not care.
I want data.
I'm gonna do the main quest and then we'll see.
That miner.
How about that?
That's all we're asking. Oh, Commander Akande.
Girl!
It's not generous. It's
You're
motivating.
overstaying
All right.
your welcome.
We've loaded a container. We've cleared your ship. That should do it. You're dismissed.
Oh, no you're not.
Let me know
You
if
are
you need anything
lovely. I'm just gonna leave. So I went to a lot of planets or moons, got all those powers, got caught, and no days have passed. I had to wait on a bench for 5 days. Okay, so let's respectfully mourn.
It is easy to talk about the glory and excitement of breaching into the unknown, of lighting the darkness. But it is harder to stare into the face of the cost. That all of our progress is built on top of the lives of those who dared. And that we owe them the courage to continue our work in their memory.
Thank you, Sarah. If anyone else would like to say a few words.
I would, because I have to, right? Right? Yep, it's my turn. Oh right, the protagonist is not voiced, so... Yeah. Oh, you've hated Fallout 4 because it was? Well, how is this better? Staring and choosing options. How is this better?
If anyone else wants
The NPCs are thankful.
maybe
Oh, and since you're at it, how are the settlements in Fallout 4 not better than this?
So,
imagine the settlements on Fallout 4 with all the options that 76 for some freaking reason didn't allow modders to include in Fallout 4. Are the outposts better? Are they? You enjoying them? Good for you. Sorry about the salt. It's on me. I get it. I'm not judging you. I'm just... I'm disappointed, man. Let's respect Sam. And let's respect whoever was mistakenly hired to turn a 20-hour game into an 80-hour one that's just 80% walking and hearing NPCs. Remember going into Fallout or Skyrim and wandering off until something cool happens? I'm yet to see it. But, yeah, let's just go through this.
On a massive, surging sea. There's more, but those are the parts that speak to me the most. Thank you.
That was really thoughtful, Mateo. Thank you. Does anyone else want to say anything?
I don't often speak about what I believe in. It seems so redundant with how I live. But death is one of those occasions where it's hard not to look inward. Our friend is gone. There's no afterlife, or second meetings. No God in heaven that is curating a perfect ending for them. So it's up to us. We are what lives on. If the pain of loss inspires us to greater action, then that is the good that comes from all this. Humanity is what truly creates our world. We are the ones that judge things to be good or evil, joyful or mournful. Let us take responsibility for it. Let us remember what we have lost.
Walter, are you part of the House of Enlightenment? I never knew that.
Yes, well, I like to keep some things private.
You all might not like thinking about this, but when we die, everything about us breaks down, decomposes, gets eaten up by insects and microbes. Or due to the lack of a biosphere, we are simply carried away by space and time until we sizzle in a distant sun's corona or get pulled in some gravitational field and coalesce with other debris. Not comforting, huh? But I disagree. Do you know what I find uncomfortable? The thought that after I die, the universe is just going to stand still forever. Could you imagine? The fact is that the universe goes on, that life goes on, that things do not just sit still. That right there is the comfort that I need. Yeah, we die, and some people go way before they should. But the universe doesn't care, not because it's evil, but because it's infinite, ever expanding. And who wouldn't want to be a part of infinity, even if it's just for a short while? Listen, we don't worry about ourselves before we were born, do we? Of course not. We emerge from the universe as we return to it. And for one beautiful moment, we are here together.
Yes, that certainly was an interesting perspective, Barrett.
An interesting perspective, Barrett. Oh, it's his father. Okay, that one hits. Damn, that's the one heavy part.
All I ever wanted to do was protect him. No, he was out the door as soon as he could. Away from his mother, away from Aquila, away from me.
Now this is all the quest needed. Damn.
If only he'd stayed at home. All the things I never said to him.
Oh, well now we have so many more objectives showed up. Oh, we can stare to a picture of Sam. Okay, guess I'm back to being the asshole. You okay?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either. So I'm just gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it more than me. I hope I'll see you on the next one, and I hope you have a good one. Bye.